You can continue with the program and start the session, Bharat.
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Sahitya. Sahiti, it's
Yes,
clear.
ma'am. Can I start, ma'am?
You can start now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all for today's webinar. I'm Shahiti, pursuing bachelor's degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering and also part of IET as a project lead. Now, I feel honored to introduce alumni of our college who are presenters of today's gathering, Mr. SHAHUL Sheikh, working as a systems engineer at Infosys, and Ms. CHITRA HASANI, who is currently preparing for UPSC Civil Services in New Delhi. They are here to make us understand about capacity development. I request Mr. Shahul Sheikh to take up the session.
Thanks, Ayati.
My pleasure.
Okay. Uh, Hi, friends. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Shahul Sheikh, alumni from 2022 batch. Uh, Currently, now I'm working as systems engineer at Infosys Bangalore. And coming to today's session, it's capacity development talk. And let me introduce my friend, Chitra Hasani. Chitra Hasani, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Shahul. That was very good to talk to you again. And hello, everyone. This is Chitra Hasni. I'm currently pursuing my preparation for UPSC CSC in New Delhi, and I'm very glad to be here today. You can continue, Shahul.
Thank you, Chitra. And for now, let me share my screen and give you the presentation. Okay. Uh, Now we will talk about the guidance part. And for now, let's check out with the career paths which you can choose after completing the BTech in EC. Okay. I have made a flowchart to show the different fields that you can go on pursuing after completing your BTech in EC. First, coming to the paths, we have placements. Placements that you can go for the on-campus placements and off-campus placements. In campus placements, we as EC students, we can go for the core jobs and also the IT sector. We have this flexibility. And after placements, we can go for the GATE exam through which we can go for the higher studies like MTech or else through the score which we get in the GATE, we can join PSU, public sector units and private sector units. If you want to go to higher studies and you want to get from technical background to non-technical background, you can also go for the MBA. Through after completing MBA, you will be getting some manager jobs, HR jobs. Okay, and give me a second. Coming to the other exams, okay, there will be a lot of sectors like private sectors, public sectors, and government exams. Okay, for the government exams, you can say UPSC, PSC. Okay, and other than that, we have some banking exams. See, BTech is like a UG program, undergraduate program, mainly for most of the jobs, which will be what you say, a measure that we will take to get you the jobs. Now, okay, for now, let me choose the campus placement because I'm currently now I'm in IT sector. I'm going to explain how to get a job in a IT sector. Okay, now we are in campus placements. Okay, uh, after coming to campus placements, how to get a job in campus placements. See, the thing is, we have chosen a path that will be going for a campus placement and will be cracking a job. Let it be a core job or let it be uh, a job in IT sector. Okay, it's like first you need to choose a path. After choosing a path, the question comes is how can I reach my destination? Then after choosing a specific path, you should keep some goal. Now the goal setting comes into the picture. Okay, coming to goal setting, actually what we tend to go for is a long term goal. See, anything cannot be done overnight, and every preparation may need days, months, and years also. Okay, so you need to set some proper long term goals. To achieve those long term goals, you need to set some short term goals. uh, See, why I'm explaining this goal setting is, in my time I did a big mistake. I used to not plan what to study and when to study, like how much time it may take. I'll be like taking a long term goal and I'll try to reach it in 2 or 3 days. And after 2 or 3 days, I won't be completing the task which I have planned. So then I might get distracted. I might not come up with the final output which I have expected out of myself. So then I learned this, like the goal setting. Okay, I'll be planning some 3 to 4 short-term goals, and they build together up to long-term goal. Okay, and now after setting a goal, how what you have to learn and how much time it might take, you should be having some picture of everything. And now to get into a IT sector job, what you will need, what trades you will need, and what resources you will need. We will see them. Okay, how to get a job in IT sector. See, the thing is, there is no need to go for search for opportunities, because the college is very great. They are giving you a very good placement training, and giving you with opportunities, lot of opportunities. There are a lot of good companies coming to our college. Okay, you just have to give your 100%. You just have to give your best to get into a IT job. That's it. Okay. Now coming to the slide, how to get a job in IT sector. See, it's very simple. Okay. All you need is, one is problem solving skills, second is communication skills, third is behavioral skills, and finally a good resume. Let me explain you everything point by point. See, problem solving skills. It's not about a specific programming language that you use. It's all about how you're approaching a problem. The problem solving skills may take months, may take years for you uh, to get well in it. So start now. It's not late. Like you might be in your first year or second year. It's not late. You can start at any time. So if you start now, it's better that you can evolve into a better person, like better model when you will be at your time of your placements. Okay, problem solving skills. Think out of the box. See, if you if you ask a person to solve any problem, like even a plus b equals to c, like there is a lot of things that can be considered, like how you will be using the space, how you will be using the time complexity. Like coming to space, there are a lot of things you need to think. See, anybody can write code. Everyone can write code. Even small kids of fifth class can also write code. But how you are writing the code, how much like the code is working in an optimal state or not, that's what matters. Okay, so to get into that, you should need problem solving skills, different approaches to the solution, and all. And after that, communication skills. See, when i was in when I was in my placements time, okay, I was very bad at communication skills. And now what you're listening up to these also, I was not at this point at that time. Okay, I cannot speak a good English. That is very needed, because see, whatever you say, if the HR who's interviewing, or if any person that interviewing you, if he's not getting to know what is uh, what you are saying, like what answer you are saying, like how you are explaining it, if he doesn't get it, he won't be getting you a job. So the one more main part is communication skills. Like we can also call them as soft skills. And in our college, the staff, the teachers, they are providing you with very good labs, okay, very good materials, and you can also go for YouTube to know, to get to know how you can like showcase yourself. See, showcasing yourself is the main thing in getting a job in IT sector. Okay, that's what get you a job. And after that, behavioral skills or managerial skills. Behavioral skills. Okay, coming to behavioral skills nothing but how do you behave in a specific situation. Okay, like suppose uh, think you are in some conflict, okay, with your friend or with your colleague. He will say he might the HR might ask like you are having some conflict with your colleague, okay, he's not in a position to get what you are speaking, then what you will do? Okay, he'll expect some answer from you. It's like you just have to give you a genuine answer, but it should be like he might think like the candidate which I'm interviewing have some better behavioral skills that he can do better even in worse situations. You can also say the managerial skills. See, coming to managerial skills, it's all about managing your time. Okay, uh, you will be for any task you are given, there will be a specific time in which you have to complete. Okay, so how can you manage the things? It's not like you only have 24 hours time, right, for a day, and in that time you will be working for 8 to 9 hours. What you will expect is this task might take this much of time, and how are you gonna manage your time to uh, reach to that checkpoint, like reach to that point where you can complete the task and give it in on time. Like that is what he expects from you, and he'll be answering you in 2 or 3 situations what you are gonna do, how you are gonna complete the task in the time. Like you have to answer him. Okay, this is what the managerial skills are. And after that, the final thing, see, good resume, or you can call it as CV also. uh, See, the my genuine request to all of you guys is try to build your resume from now. Okay, the mistake what I did is let me be genuine. I took my friend's resume, removed his name and kept my name, and I have directly went for the interview. Like, I don't even know what's in the resume. Okay, I asked my friend to change in place of his name. I asked him to keep my name, and I took his file, I uploaded it, and I just went for the interview. It was like it was like hell. Okay, I don't know what's in the resume. I don't know what questions he's gonna ask, and I don't know anything. Then it was a blast. I was like out of the interview in the starting 5 minutes. Okay, so just start preparing your resume from now, and be sure that every word you write in the resume, you know it. Uh, you name it on the resume, and that should be in your mind. Let it be some any skills. Okay, like spoken skills or manager skills or communication skills or programming skills, anything if it is in resume, he'll be asking the question, like he'll be going from up to down, and he'll be just questioning, making his questions from the words that are in the resume. Let's suppose you just kept it as core Java. He'll be asking you like simple question: what is core Java? What do you know about? How you got to know about the core Java? Like from where you read the concepts of core Java. He'll ask you to name some concept from the core Java, and he'll be going for do you know what it is? Do you know how it works? Are you able to code now? If I ask you any question, like you should be in a place that you can answer every question, and that every question directly comes from your resume. So make sure you prepare your resume on your own. Okay, take time. It might take 2 or 3 hours, but take your own time, prepare your own resume, and it should make sure it should be the whole resume will be in a single page, because it makes easy for the interviewer to ask questions. Okay, and if you go for the single page resume, and it will be easy for you to fill the spots. Okay, don't leave any blank spots in the resume. Okay, it makes the interviewer feel that you're less on skills or less on projects or something. And okay, after mentioning the skills, the language proficiency, your the extracurricular activities which you have done and all, he'll finally ask you for a project. Did you do any project in your btech, like you are in second or third year, right? Now try to build some projects. Let it be something related to ece, let it be something related to some programming. Like if you go for code jobs also, there will be like you will be coding something in c. See, okay, there are a lot of things like you can code a lot of things. Just make some mini projects, make some projects. Even if you get some project from your friends also, it's fine. It's the worst case. Okay, yeah, but you can do, yeah, even if you get some project from your friends, make sure you can explain each and every keyword, each and every line, each and every part of your program completely. See, the interview gonna catch you if you are fooling him, or he can catch you in minutes. Like he'll get to know, are you faking it, or are you the one who made it, or else did you got it from somewhere, but still you're having the skills. He will get to know in just minutes. Okay, so you have to make sure that you know everything what you're presenting or what you are saying to the interviewer. Okay, that's how you can land a job in the IT sector. And we from college, we really got some good placement training. We got training in aptitude, we got training in communication skills, we got training in some specific language like C, Python. We got really good placement training. I'm really glad to say that we got some good faculties that have teach the programming language in a very simple way. Okay, and apart from that, I have also used some resources from the internet. Okay, and they also have helped me to get an overview that how the problem gonna be. Okay, uh, and that's how you should also start working on the problem. It's not like, see, just looking at a problem doesn't make you a person who can solve the problems. If you want to get a job, make your hands dirty. Make your hands dirty from now. Try try different IDEs. Get to know what IDEs, get to know what text editor is, get to know what in which environment, by which tools you are going to write. See, if you are going to write a simple C program, it's fine. Uh, ask your teachers, ask your trainers, how it's gonna work, what resources it's gonna use, what libraries it's gonna use, in which environment it's going to run, and also know to create to get the setup by yourself. See, by doing this, like making your own setup where you can learn your program. Just don't go for the online compilers. Okay, try to install the Python or C or Java into your systems. You will get to know a lot of things from them. So okay, now coming to resources which I have used in my placement days. Okay, these are the resources you can read out from the screen. Let me read out. There are some free resources which I have used, and there are some paid resources which I have used. And coming to the free resources, Geeks for Geeks. See, Geeks for Geeks is such a platform. You name something in IT, like the skill which you need to get into the IT job, it's there. Everything is there. You just have to go there, search for whatever you want. You can read it from them. And coming to the Java, I found Java T Point was much helpful. And W3 Schools, see, W3 Schools is such a great website from where you can learn JavaScript, some skills that you need to get into the web development, like HTML, CSS. And they have very good environment where you can try the where you can try the code in live, and you can see the outputs. Okay, after that, see, just reading a topic, getting an theoretical overview uh, doesn't help you in any way. It's like you are reading it now and you can write it somewhere. But when it comes to building the logic, solving a problem, you need to practice. And for me, I have used HackerRank. For me, it was a best practice platform. Like I was a beginner, so there must be some problems which I can solve through my beginner level skills. And I found HackerRank a best platform to practice. And after going through some languages or going through some application specific things, then I what got a like for the web applications, and I was like very fascinated about the web development. Okay, how the website gonna set up, and what we're seeing now, and how the data that we enter from the screen will go for the back end, and how the back end's gonna work, where all these things come from, where for example you need to log in. We'll have some username, you'll have some password. Okay, how that data is going to be stored, where the data is going to be stored, how it's gonna be retrieved from the place where it is stored. I was very fascinated about the web development. And then I just went to Udemy, Coursera, bought some courses, and I have tried it out. See, don't think, if you are spending some little money on courses, don't think like you are wasting the money. It might be very helpful. uh, See, I only I won't I only suggest you to go for paid courses, paid courses or resources, when you are not sure about the roadmap for the thing what you want to achieve. Okay, so the paid resources, what they'll do is they'll help you to give a proper roadmap, and they'll give you they'll do the spoon feeding to you, like they'll get all the required courses and all to a single place, and they'll be giving it to you course by course. And finally they'll help you to do some project, and you might really get some skills. If you're not sure about how the roadmap will be, how can I reach the point where I want to reach, so then go for the paid resources. Don't think it's a waste of money. You are spending that money to get some skill which might get you a job. Okay, and finally, what I want to say is consistency is the key to success. Okay, uh, okay, coming to me, I did a mistake. I'll be coding for a week, I'll be solving problems, I'll be looking at different solutions. Okay, after a week, I leave coding, and I may come back after a month. Okay, at that time, then again I have to come from the basic concepts, like what are variables, how the variables are assigned, and how this is gonna work, what are the syntaxes for different things. So don't do the mistake. Even if you are not able to take out your laptop, code for a while, just take your phone, search for some concept, search for arrays, search for lists, search for some algorithms, search for some data structure. Just if you're not able to open your laptop and code something, just try to read. Just try to get to know some new things. Okay, the consistency is the key, because uh, if you stop, and now if you come back after a month, or even a week, you need to revise everything. So make sure that you read at least for an half an hour, spend your time of half an hour at least every day. Okay, uh, what we can say is the oceans or the seas, even they are uh, make made of drops. Okay, so it's like a little progress every day would help you to reach the destination where you want to reach. So that's the main thing. The consistency is the main key to success. And I would end my part by saying thank you. uh, Thank you, Kalpana ma'am. Thank you, Ashrita ma'am, for giving this opportunity to talk with my juniors. And that's it, my friends. Now I would ask my friend Chitra to continue on her session. Thank you.
Thank you, Shahul. Just a minute, I'll share this window. Yeah, today I'm going to speak about how to prepare for UPSC and what are the prospects of the job. And let us start. Like, what is CSC? Generally, we know the exam, like, generally, all the people know this as UPSC, but the exam's name is CSC, that's abbreviated as Civil Services Examination, and it is a national wide competitive examination which is conducted by the UPSC. UPSC is the conducting body of the exam. It is abbreviated as Union Public Service Commission, and it generally recruits the candidates for the higher civil services for the government of India. So, on an average, every year, around 9 to 10 lakh people write the exam, and out of which we only have max to max only 1,000 posts per year. So, the competition is really tough. And generally, we'll first get to know about the timeline of the exam throughout the year. So, generally, the notification is of the exam is released in February, and it will be open for a window of 1 or 1.5 month. And then they conduct the prelims exam in May or June. This year, the prelims exam is conducted tomorrow, that is 28th May. So then comes the main exam, which will be conducted for the qualified students or candidates of prelims exam in September or October, out of which only few are filtered out to the interview, which would be conducted in February or March, and then comes the final result in May. Now, what are the services which are given in the civil services? We have three categories of the services. First comes the All India services. In All India services, we have Indian Administrative Service, that is IAS, Indian Foreign Service, that is IFS, and the Indian Police Service, that is IPS. And then comes the Group A and Group B categories, which I have shown you on the slide. So these are all the services which will be ranked in order, and I have presented to you in order. So according to the rank of the candidate, they will give the services. And then the eligibility, we have four categories in it. First comes the nationality. Generally, for IAS, IPS, and the IFS, that is Indian Foreign Service, a candidate must be a citizen of India. And other than that, for other services, he can be a citizen of India, or a citizen of Nepal, or a subject to Bhutan. And education qualification is, generally, you should have a degree, a proper degree from any university or a college all over the India. And then coming to the age limitations, you should have a minimum age limit of 21 years, and it also varies with the caste when you come to the, like, maximum age limit. For OBC, it's 35 years max, and for SC/ST, it's 37 years, and for OC, the maximum age limit is 32 years. And then number of attempts, that means how many times you can attempt the exam every year. So for general category, they can give an attempts of 6 in the age limit of 21 to 32 years, and for OBC it's 9, and for SC/ST they can give the attempts up to 37 years of their age. That is max to max, they will get 17 attempts. So that's it about the eligibility. And the vacancies, so generally vacancies vary every year, but maximum you'll have 1,000, approximately within 1,000 posts only. But this year we have 1105 posts, and number of candidates that pass prelims are generally 12 to 13 times the number of vacancies. the number of candidates selected to the interview, that is the final stage of the examination, are twice the number of vacancies. And in 2023, as I said you, we have, like, recently these are the maximum vacancies we have. So that is 1105 vacancies are there for this exam. And let us know about the pattern of the exam. Exam is generally conducted in three stages. The first stage is preliminary examination. This is of multiple choice type, and you have two papers in it. The first paper is general studies, which you have your general subjects like history, whatever it may be, polity, economics, and many other subjects you'll have in this. And the duration of the exam is 2 hours, and the marks allotted to it are 200. And paper two is of qualifying nature. That means the marks which you get in this subject or just for qualifying purpose, and the marks are not added to the final result. And you have to score 33% in this paper to get qualified. And the duration is 2 hours, and the marks are same as the paper one, that is 200. So in stage one you have to, like, the total marks are for 400 marks. And then if you qualify this paper, you can write the mains examination, that is stage 2 of the exam. And the mains is exam is of descriptive type. That means you have to write the answers. And we have total 9 papers in this exam. And so first paper will be of essay, that is accredited for 250 marks. And we have 4 general studies papers, that is gs1, gs2, gs3, and gs4. So all of these are, like, you'll have your different subjects here: polity, governance, IR, that is international relations, history, economics. You have several subjects like that. And next comes, these are 250 marks each, that is 4 papers and 250 marks each. And then the optional subject papers, generally you have to select your optional by yourself. Like, you have a total of 26 optional subjects, out of which you can pick yourself a single subject, and you have 2 papers on that, paper 1 and paper 2. So each paper contains 250 marks, and a total of 500 marks goes to the optional. So it carries a huge weight here. And then comes the 2 qualifying papers. As I said you, the qualifying papers marks are not added to the final mark sheet. So the total becomes here 1750 marks. In these 2 qualifying papers, you have two are language papers. One is the language you should select for yourself out of the listed languages in the, like, you have Telugu in it, Tamil in it, Kannada in it, and everything you have that. And in the second paper you have your English language, that is compulsory there. And then comes the stage 3 exam, that is the qualified candidates of the stage 2 will be selected for the stage 3. In stage 3 you have your personality test. Generally everyone knows this, UPSC people have the interview, like, it is conducted by the UPSC board itself. And this is the main part of the exam, that like, what do you say, icing on the cake. So you'll have to talk to them, and they will assess your personality suitability for the career in the civil services. And they'll ask you what choices you have to make, like, what what do you say, do you want IAS, IPS, everything they'll ask me generally. So you'll have all of this to this part. And it is accredited for 275 marks in total. And then general studies for mains. Now let me tell you an overall view of the topics which are there in general studies for mains. So in GS paper 1, you'll have your Indian heritage and culture, history, geography of the world, that is world geography, and society. So as I said you, it is for 250 marks. And in paper 2 you'll have your governance, constitution, polity, social justice, and international relations. In paper 3 you'll have technology, economic development, biodiversity, environment, security, and disaster management. In GS paper 4, you'll have your ethics, integrity, and aptitude. So these are the subject you'll have for mains. And for prelims also, mostly the same subjects will be there, but there are those are of descriptive, these are of descriptive type, and they are of multiple choice questions type. And you'll also have a negative marking for the prelims. Then the optional subjects, this is the most interesting part. Like, you have 23 optional subjects, out of which you can choose a single subject. So you have this PSIR, means political science and international relations, geography, economics. So you have all of these subjects to which, like, you can make the choice of the subject. And then myths about UPSC. Now I will tell you about my journey to UPSC and how I faced like different stages of it and how it is going now. And the first myth about UPSC is it is the hardest and the mother of all exams. And when like if somebody comes to you and say you that that is the toughest exam, why are you choosing that, it's better to go to IT, it's better to go to simple exams like bank, just don't listen to them. It's the easiest exam as ever. Like you have a fixed syllabus. Like I don't say it's easy according to the like paper. You will have your knowledge tested in that, obviously. Like every exam is tough in its own way, but UPSC is believed to be tough because the competition is tough. Because 1,000 posts are there and 10 lakh people are applying for that exam. That makes it tough. The exam is not tough. You have a prescribed syllabus. Like UPSC doesn't ask you anything out of it. They are connected in some way or the other to it. So don't believe this myth. This is the biggest myth of the UPSC. And the second myth is aspirants need to know everything under the sky. Like generally I believe like we are not gods, we don't know anything under the sky. Like we only know few parts which are connected to us. So I was listening to some interview of the topper, and somebody asked her like what we need to study for UPSC. She just simply said it in a one word, that you need to know about India. Yes, that's the simplest thing you can do about it, right? What does India contain? Geography, its geographical features and its boundaries, and its economic policies, and its geographical locations, its connections to the world. How are the politics going on? That is UPSC. Like it covers everything under it. So you just need to know what's happening around you. That's the general knowledge, and you just need to know what had happened in our history, that we are here. So the past of our Indian cultures, it might be about the independence. You will have a prescribed very neatly given syllabus of the UPSC, and you just need to stick to the syllabus. That's it. And the third one is you need to study for extensively long hours to clear the exam. See, every aspirant just passed their degrees or just came from their jobs, so no one has that, like what do you say, they cannot study for we have a day of 24 hours, we cannot study for whole of 24 hours. So personally I believe a study of 6 to 8 hours continuously, like every day consistently, is enough for SE exam. And we go to college for like almost from morning 8 to 5. It's enough. If you study in that time, it's more than enough for that. So you don't need to work really hard. That means all out all through the day for this to crack this exam. And the fourth myth is Delhi is the mecca for all aspirants. Believe me, if you even don't come to Delhi and stay in your place, you can even crack the exam. Many, you might have heard people saying, see that girl of the child of an auto driver has qualified the exam. Did she come to Delhi? No. Like, do they have the financial resources to send her to Delhi? No. So don't believe in all these myths. You have online coachings. Even without coaching, many people have cracked their exam. So if anyone says that you have to take coaching to crack the exam, that's a bullshit. You have plenty of the resources which are available on YouTube, plenty of the guidance available on YouTube and Google. You can go through it and do it on your own. We are engineers here, we can do anything. And generally my I will tell you a scene about my college here, like the institution. I joined in PSIR. My optional is political science and international relations, and I am from engineering background, right? So I don't know political science, international relations, and all. But I have chosen this subject because I have interest in it. I might have not studied in my previous graduation or pre-grad, but I have that interest. So optional should be chosen in such a way that you can read it for longer hours and you should not get bored of it. If I choose mathematics, I'm not at all interested in mathematics. I don't even know ABCs of mathematics properly. So if I choose this subject, maybe I failed in the first attempt of the exam. Now I have to study for the next attempt, right? If I don't have the interest in the subject, how can I prepare for the next exam? I cannot, right? So you have to choose your subject in such a way that you can study it for like years together. So you choose the option like that. And then once in my class, a boy from south, and he got up and he was, sir, I'm from engineering background, and I don't have political science in my subjects list. So I'm scared if I will be able to crack the exam or not. Then sir was saying, you came from engineering background, right? And he said, yes sir. Then you can do anything on this world. Like, engineers didn't really do anything. If we can like sit for an just like ఒక్క రాత్రిలో మొత్తం 5 units అయిపోగొట్టుకునే వాళ్ళు, what can they do within a year or two? They can create miracles. So engineers can do everything. Don't believe this bullshit. And then if I have to say this, I'll share some fine experiences of mine. Generally, people, when I started saying to my father that I want to go to UPSC, I got placements in my college. That is our college. I got placements for two companies, but I chose not to go to them, and I chose to come to UPSC. Then my father was like, "You have UPSC. Why are you going again? People outside are asking me, you have a job, she has a job, why is she going there? Like, what if you may fail?" Like, I say, failure is okay, but not doing anything which you want and stepping back because of the fear of failure is something that will you will regret when you get old. Like, if I fail in my UPSC, I don't have any problem because I tried at least, right? UPSC is not everyone's cup of tea, I respect that. But the knowledge it gives you, the patience it gives you, you will become so calm and so composed, and you will notice a change in yourself within a year when you start your preparation, and you will see a different version of yourself. I can guarantee you that. Like, I did not attempt my exam yet, but I can see a difference in myself, and I'm so confident now, so calm now. I literally am saying I was very aggressive in my BTech. I used to talk rudely and everything, but I'm so composed now, I'm so calm. I know, like, uh, for example, let me say you, if someone gave me a X situation in BTech, I would have, like, I cannot think about it properly. Then now I can analyze that issue. Like, whatever the main thing about UPSC is, when you are in the preparation, you get to analyze the thing, you will start analyzing the thing, and you will have a question why. If some situation is given to you, you will ask yourself a question, why is this happening? What are the factors that are leading to this situation? What can we do to control this? That is what the civil services need, right? So you will get to develop that nature from yourself. And it is not like you have to start your preparation after the graduation. You can start it when you're doing your graduation also. Like, you don't need to come all the way to Delhi to start this preparation. And you can like the let me talk about the resources for this like exam. First, the basic resources are NCRTs from 6th to 12th. You can go through them while you are doing your college only. So they are general, simple, right? What can a sixth standard boy can have in that? So, but they are the basics for the UPSC. So you have to read your 6th to 12th NCRTs, and then you can find, like, you can go to Baiju's website, Next IIS website, Wajiram's website. You have the list of books prescribed there. They will give you the books which are needed, the standard books. Like, for polity you need Lakshmikant's book. Like that, they'll give you the books, you can go through them. There are also free classes available on YouTube for UPSC coaching. So you don't need to spend lots of money on that. That is also a myth. Like, we have just completed graduation, and without earning we are going to spend lots and lots of money. That is not the case. You can prepare at your home only. You just have to spend it on the books. Like, that is the minimal, right? So I feel this year generally the results were released 2 3 days back, and I feel that a lot of girls have topped the list now. So it's our era now. Like, it is not that that like, I feel IT jobs are good. Like, every field is good in its own way, but UPSC has its magic in that. Like, the respect and the honor you get for a UPSC, the work here, like maybe it is IAS, IPS, or IFS. Many people don't know about the IFS post. There are foreign service posts. Like, you get to work in the foreign for your country. So, like, many people don't know about this, and the image you get, the portrayal you get, then the respect you get, And apart from this, you get to do something good to people. Like if I'm working in a private sector, and I get 80 to 90,000, like, or a handsome amount of 2 to 3 lakh. But what can I do to people? I can do to people, and like I can help them on my birthdays, on anniversaries, that's it, right? But a civil services guy can change the lives of people around them. They can help them in many ways. Like an IAS officer can change the district in which he is posted in many ways. The water problems, the sanitation problems, the lives of people, he can change it in many ways. So I feel many of you must try this job. And you can reach public in more efficient way when you are in these services. That's why I have chosen this. And you can also take coaching for this exam while you are doing other jobs. Like many people who are even doctors, after they complete their PhDs, they are coming to civil services just because they don't have satisfaction in their jobs. So the level of satisfaction, personal satisfaction in this job is like much higher than other jobs. That's why I have chosen this exam. And that's it about my presentation. And I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. And I hope people come forward to join UPSC services. And all the best for your careers. Thank you.
Thank
I
you, Chitra.
request Shahul
That
to take over.
Thank you, Chitra. That was really a good presentation. I think I'm lacking in many aspects. Okay. Now we would like to have some queries. If anybody have some queries, they may ask. Now they can go for the queries.
Sahiti and Bharat, you can just go with some of the questions which have been posted. If any questions have been posted, you can just divert them to your seniors and they will be answering them and they will be clarifying them. Just check in the group if there are any questions.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I think so. Up to now, there are no queries. I have also checked it.
We will
Once
wait
again,
for some time, ma'am, and
sure, Bharat, sure. And Shahul and Chitra, thank you so much for accepting and giving such a nice presentation, which is very helpful for the students. Hope many of the students have taken the opportunity to get awareness about the program which has been conducted. And thank you so much, once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bharat, no questions have been posted. You can just have your vote of thanks.
okay, ma'am. Saiti, conclude the session with vote of
Uh,
thanks.
Okay.
Bharat, wait for a minute. Let
Okay.
me give a final suggestion.
Okay.
The only thing I suggest to my juniors is do one thing at a time. Okay. Make sure you are doing a single task, or else you're learning a single skill. You're learning one programming language at a time. Don't go on going for every language. You might find that curiosity to learn, read, to get to know about a lot of things. But my suggestion is don't go over every language or every skill at the same time. Uh, go for one skill, go for one language, try to get the perfection, try to get the enough knowledge that you will be needed for that subject, that you can question every, that you can answer every question. And after that, try to get onto some other language or some other subject. Okay, that's what my suggestion, and that's the biggest mistake which I have done. I would be going for a language. I'll be learning it for 10 days, 30 days, and after that I'll just move on to some other language. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Even if you come back to the language or subject which you have learned in the previous month, you may not find anything familiar with you. So choose a language wisely. First, choose your path. Choose a language or the skills which will be needed for that path you need to do, and then work on it. Okay, don't go for everything. Just try to be application specific. If you want to go for the web development, go on learning JavaScript. Okay, nowadays the JavaScript has been really prominent and much booming language in the market. You can go for Python, you can go for Java, you can go for C Sharp if you want to really get into the web development. If you want to get into some application development, go for Kotlin, go for you can go for Java, you can go for Golang. If you want to get into some making some applications in Windows, go for C++. Okay, if you want to get into some gaming game development, get into C++, C Sharp. Okay, if you want to see, I just want to say is first choose your path and be specific what you want to learn and work on it, and make sure that you know at least the knowledge which you needed before getting onto something else. Okay, that's what I wanted to suggest to my juniors, because that was the biggest mistake which I have done, and I think it's not. I won't regret it, but I think it's a little bit waste of time, because if you stick to something, like Chitra said, you can do miracles. Okay, thank you. Bharat, now you can carry on.
Thank you, Anna. It was so good of you. I thank both of our alumni for joining us and sharing many things, mainly reminding us about consistency and also removing myths about UPSC that majority of us have. On behalf of all participants and IET Student Forum of MB University, I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for your all cooperation, and thanks for the coordination from the coordinator side also. And
Thank you,
for
Anna.
I hope the same cooperation will be extended in future too as well.
Sure, ma'am. I really want to say thanks to Kalpana, ma'am, because she was so supportive when I was in my worst phase in my BTech days. She supported me a lot. It's not like only me. She supported. She used to support every student in the class, give them counseling. She used to make sure that every student is studying, and she used to make sure that every student is taking to the studies, and even if even coming to the mental health. Okay, and I like this a lot about our college. They're really worried about our studies. They're really worried about our own selves. Okay, they have conducted very good sessions. I really appreciate that, and I think I'm proud to say I was a part of MBU. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Hello, hello, Shahul, bro.
Thank
Bharat.
you, Shahul.
Some
And
quarries are appeared.
Okay.
one minute, Bharat. 1 second. At the end of the session, I request our co-convener Ashita ma'am also to speak a few words about the program and our alumni students. Okay, you can continue, Bharat.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Uh, First query: how will be the life in IT sector from Bhuwana Reddy?
See, the life in IT sector. uh, I have talked about the manager skills, right? It's all about yourself. If you love the work, you love everything. And coming to the environment, it will be really be beautiful. You will get to meet a lot of great people. You'll get to meet a lot of intellectuals, okay? And you have to if it comes to work life balance, it completely depends on yourself, how you're gonna manage your time, how you're gonna spend your time wisely, spending a part of your day for the work, spending a part of day in your life, and that completely depends on you. And coming to me, I really love coding. So for me, I think it looks really beautiful, and I'm so happy to be in the IT sector. That's it. I think I have answered it, Bona already. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Next question. UPSC selection ratio is less than 1%. What motives to take this tougher decision?
Okay, thank you, Bharat. And as I said already, the posts are very less. So that makes it the percentage of selection is less than 1%, and over a 10 lakh people write this every year. That doesn't mean the 99 lakh 90,000 people will go to waste, right? As I said, you this exam, the preparation of the exam will change your like look towards the world. It will change your perspectives, it will change your the whole lot of things in you, like the personality and how you think, how you like go through a situation, how do you handle situations. It will be very different in your that, like, even though I explain you a lot, you will be able to know this feeling when you like go through it by yourself. So that meaning of the exam to have less than 1% of the candidates selecting to it, that doesn't mean that you the other people goes to waste. They will have lot of state exams, they have lot of other services, other public services, APPSC, SSC, CGL. They have hell lot of exams to write. And only you the all the preparation will be done with UPSC. That means only you have few other things to add to your preparation, that will suffice for all the other exams also. So if you prepare for UPSC, you can even write all the other exams also. And let me tell you something here. So just take up the exam if you have the motive to reach the public directly, and don't come, like I suggest people, don't come to UPSC for the sake of name or the for the sake of fame, or sorry to tell this, but few people also come for the sake that they can take bribes and get hell lot of money. But that's not the case now. The systems are tougher now. And I, as I see in Delhi is getting much tougher in that. And it is like risky to take bribes now. So if you have that internal motivation in you to serve people or to go into the society and do something out there that can create miracles in others life, even if it is a small thing you can change about other people's life, it is really a great miracle you can do about anything. So if you have that internal motivation, only come to this society, this service. I can say all that for this question. Thank you.
Uh, thank you, Chaitra. Another query. What is there any stress in the work in IT sector? From Bhargav.
It's a really good question, Abhisam Bhargav. See, talking about stress, it's about see, if you know the work, you can do it in you can just do it in an hour, and after that, you can do whatever you want. If you don't know the work, it will be a big task, right? If you don't have the skills which required for the job to be completed, it will be stress because you don't know how the job will be done. So make sure that you have the skills which the job is required, then it's just a piece of cake that you can do it easily. And if you see and I will also say, just don't come into the IT sector because you don't have any other alternative. I The IT jobs, they are also tough. See, everything is tough if you don't know anything. If you know everything, which is required, then it will be easy. And there will be stress in every work. I won't say there won't be any stress. If you have to meet the deadlines, you have to complete the work in a specific time, which is less. If you need to complete a work in an hour, and you know that it takes 2 hours, that will be stressful for you. That will be stressful for everyone. So I won't say it doesn't have any stress, but uh, it if it makes you happy, then just do it. That won't cause you any stress. Thank you.
Okay. Another query. How many years will it takes to clear UPSC? From Bona Reddy.
Okay, like there is not like a prescribed time for which you can say like this many years are sufficient, these years are sufficient. Generally the coachings are held for 9 months or 10 months, you can say 1 year. And for optional they have different coachings for like 5 to 6 months, like depends on the subject you choose. And maybe like some people say that you can clear the exam within 1 year, and some people say it is not possible to cover the syllabus within 1 year. I personally believe that covering the whole portion within 12 months is not sufficient. Like you need to practice writing answers and many other things. You need to read newspapers, prepare the current affairs, and many things you have to do. So maybe 1 year of preparation is not like it'll be suffice if you study for longer hours and put more dedication into it. But for me personally I need more time. So I think a 2 hours or 1.5 year will be more than enough to prepare for this exam. And no one can say you that within this year you can prepare and in the first attempt you will crack the exam. There are people who waited until their sixth attempt also. They wrote all the six attempts and they are not able to clear that exam till now. And they have left these jobs and they went to other careers which they can pursue easily. So as I said you, this is not everyone's cup of tea, but everyone can give a try to it. And because that is like, I believe the services which UPSC offers like is so great. So I think uh, the time duration is not like no one can specify it. It depends on person to person, like what is their grasping capacity, their retaining memory, and like how can they retain their revision capacity and everything. So that varies from person to person. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Akka. Actually, I know one more senior also who is preparing for UPSC exams. He had cracked the exam recently. He had
Okay.
got the rank at 9,400.
Yeah,
Uh,
congratulations.
Actually, his third attempt. Actually, he got
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
We don't know how much time it will takes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like no one can tell you what is the time limit which within which you can crack the exam. That depends on person to person, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Another query: any material or books for preparation of UPSC preparation?
Yeah, generally we have few set of books. As I said, you NCRTs are the basic from 6th to 12th NCRTs. You will get those in, like you can download the PDFs from the UPSC website or NCRT website. But like you go to NCRT website ncrt.nic.in, and you can download the PDFs of the NCRT textbooks there, or you can buy them from any bookstore. You can get them in any bookstore near you. So NCRT books are the basic, and then the standard books like the vary. And for like everyone doesn't follow the same books. Some people follow the books they have like in their institutions. I got I studied in next IAS institution, so I got the books which they have like made. So I study theirs, and few people study the standard books that many follow. Like for polity we have Lakshmikant's book, like for modern history we have Spectrum publications. So it depends on you. Like you can select the resources which are suitable to you, because few resources are like that. Like it may be suitable to me, it may be not be suitable to you, because the language which they have published is different from book to book. in some books it is in Shankar Ganesh. For example, I will tell you about the economy, and we have for economy we have Ramesh Singh, Nitin Singhania, and Shankar Ganesh. But the Shankar Ganesh publications have the language in such a way that even a newcomer who doesn't know anything about the book can understand the language, can understand the economy. Because let us take the example of me. I am an engineering graduate and I don't know anything about economics and politics. So from Lakshmi Kant or economics, Shankar Ganesh, I can understand the content very easily. That is like we can grasp the gist of the topic very easily. So according to the language used, I selected my resources for myself. So that you have to do your own. So the normal things, like you, when you go to the toppers videos, they'll tell you what resources they have followed. How I have selected my resources is I followed, like, I looked at many resources of different toppers, and I have gone through every book there. Like, I take a topic in one book, I read it, I see whether I'm able to understand it or not. I go to another book, I read it, and I compare between them, and I choose which book is very like pleasing to me. So I chose my books like that. So it depends on person to person. You can go through the websites for that.
Okay, thank you, Chaitraka. And another query from myself for Shahul bro. Actually, we all know about the present situation in IT sector. We all see that every day Google has removed some their employees at 10,000 people, and many more companies are doing the same thing. During this recession period, can we get placed in our placements? Any chances?
See, just to answer that question, it's like every company they need skills. If you don't have the skills which they require, okay, you might have heard of the word bench. Okay, most of the companies they have announced that more than 50% of their workforce is on bench. No company needs any losses because of their spends on their employees, so they are just going for layoffs. Okay, and due to recession we can say that there are no there are new projects, but there are not a number of projects for which they can give projects to everyone in the company. So even due to the recession they are going for layoffs. See, if you have the skill, if you really have the skill, the company, even if you say you want to resign you want resignation, okay, they won't be letting you resign. They will try to give you hikes. They'll try to they'll go for retention. They might ask you to stay in the company. They might give you pegs. It's all about the skills you have. If you got the skill, you have the job. If you don't have the skill, even if you get into some job, some other day you will be losing the job if you don't have that skill. That's what I want to say. See, it's easy, it's very easy to get a job, but it's very hard to be in that job. It's like it's same like your phones. You need to update, you need to upgrade. If you are skill you the skill you learned, you need to update yourself every month, or in 2 or 3 months you need to update yourself, because there will be a lot of versions coming out. There will be a lot of new topics getting added to the existing language, and you need to upgrade also. If you don't see future in the present skill or present position which you are in, you need to upgrade yourself, you need to learn new things. So it's like, if you are updating and upgrading yourself, till then you are completely safe. There is no need to worry about any job. Even if the present company removes you from the job, just within a month or just within some days, just within a 2 weeks, you can get the new job. It's not, it doesn't matter. The only thing matters is you need to have the skill. That's it.
Thank you, bro. Another query. Uh, the syllabus for UPSC is only up to 6th to 12th standard from Harita.
Yeah, it's not like that. Like when you go to UPSC website, you can download a PDF of the syllabus paper there. Like you have n number of subjects listed in it, and the depth of the subjects also they have given you clearly. That means they have given very clearly, like each and every topic name they'll give you, and you can like go through that. And like it is not just till 11th or 12th standard. NCRTs at the base. Like when you go through the NCRTs, you get an idea about the subject. So if you go to standard books directly, you will not know the basics of that chapter and basics of the topic. So when you go through NCRTs, you get the basics. So if I have to say, you have to study ABCs to form a sentence, right? So when you go through NCRTs, you will get that base for your preparation, and I say it is a must. And there are many incidents that happen, like you get direct questions from NCRTs also in your paper. So NCRTs are a must, but that doesn't mean NCRTs are only sufficient for the exam. You have to read many books, like for polity Lakshmikant, for modern history Spectrum or 11th NCRT Bipin Chandra, and for ancient history old NCRTs or Tamil Nadu textbooks, and for geography 11th 12th NCRTs, and atlas is mandatory. And for economy there are different books, that is your choice which you will pick for yourself. And for society, disaster management, international relations, governance, social issues, ethics, you have, like you get to choose your own resources there, because there are n lot of publications that are available in the market. There are notes of previously, like as Bharat said, his brother cracked an exam like this year. So he might have prepared his own notes, right? Like what happens in Delhi is you get to find the notes of previous year toppers and many toppers before them, like their publications will also be there. So you get to choose your own resources here. So I cannot tell you you have to follow this resource. That's why I'm not telling you specifically that you can follow this book. I just gave you an idea, like these are the books. For see, for polity there is only one source, that is Lakshmikant. You That is the bible for polity. So you get to prepare everything from there. But for other subjects it's not like that. Like you can choose your resources for yourself in that.
Okay, another query. How is the life in UPSC preparation? From Bona.
Okay, like yeah, I forgot to tell you this. While preparing, like believe me, it's going to be tough. It's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. Like it's not easy studying every day by leaving everything around. So you cannot be watching movies, you cannot, like I don't say you cannot be having fun, but it's not like the main thing you need for this preparation is consistency and hard work. So you have to be consistent. If you have the mood or not, every day you have to get up and you have to do your things by yourself, and you have to study every day. So if you lose the focus, like it becomes tough for you in the coming days. So the consistency really matters here. And I'll tell you something, like a friend of mine called yesterday, like my friend from engineering, and he was saying I am going to buy a bike tomorrow. So I suddenly felt, mm, see, he's buying a bike, he's earning for himself, he's earning for his family, supporting his family. What am I doing here? I am indeed taking money from my parents. Like every month it cost me around 20 to 25K for my expenses here. And I felt very sad. But like after some time I consoled myself that it's okay. Like everyone's career is not same. Like few people go to MS, few people come here. Like everybody's life is different. Like we reach different places, right, in our life. So everybody's journey is different, paths are different. So it's okay to be, like it's they generally say, na, it's okay to be not okay. So you will have your lows definitely, and this is a tough journey. But this is a journey which you will be very faithful for. Like if you dedicate your time, you will be like very happy with that afterwards. You will notice a change in yourself, and you'll be very happy about it. Like all these bikes, cars, and iPhones and everything will not satisfy you after some time. Like the knowledge you gain and the exposure you get to the world, that matters at last, right? Like you will have that satisfaction. So the journey is tough, but it's all worth it at the last. I can say that much.
Okay, thank you, Chaitra. Another query. Actually, I was aiming for a core job. Is it possible to get a core job? How will be the interviews and how the resume should be? Can you provide some guidance, Shahul?
See, coming to your question, I don't know much about the core jobs. I have decided to get into IT sector in my second year, so I have concentrated on that part. Uh, I don't know. That's a genuine answer. It's like you can you can go to the faculty, ask for your seniors contacts, and if someone is in a core job, they will surely help you. I will suggest you to go ask for their contacts.
Okay, thank you, bro. Uh, I wish that you will be successful in your career also, and I wish that Chaitra Akka be successful in your preparation. I wish that you will be crack the UPSC exam in your future at any cost.
Thank you, Bharat.
Thanks, Bharat.
Okay. I advise for the all UPSC preparing
Thank you.
students. If you have the spirit to crack the exam, you have to crack it, and you do not have to give up at any time. Please never give up if you have the spirit to crack the exam. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma. Can we end the session for today?
Okay, ma'am. Sahiti, conclude the session.
Thank you so much, all of you, for staying patient and listening attentively. Let's end the session.